bottom-up economics. This is how our economy looks like today in terms of employment. 3 million people working at the top of the pyramid, white collar. 6 million people working in the middle of the pyramid, blue collar. 10 million people who are not able to get the opportunity, and therefore they end up in what we are calling a lottery. Hawking. They go out, they don't know whether they're going to make 100 shillings, 200, 300, or they are going to be arrested. That's a lottery economy. Now, 800,000 young Kenyans are joining the labor force every year. White collar, 50,000. Blue collar, 150,000. 600,000, lottery. What is bottom up? Bottom up is the following. It takes $1 million plus shillings to create a white collar job. 200,000 shillings to create a blue collar job. And you can actually create a decent job and stop this being a lottery for 50,000 shillings and a few other things. So, moving bottom up is about moving our capital from here so that it can create decent jobs here. If these 10 million people have a decent income, they will buy more goods and services, and the rising tide will lift up all boats. These people will make more money. These people will make more money. Everybody will pay more tax, including these people. The government will have more revenue so that we can service our debts and provide more and better services to the people. This is how our financial system looks at present. You have at the top banks. They lend big corporates at about 14% per annum. Below them, you have microfinance banks. They lend small businesses which have collateral. At the bottom, the small businesses without collateral. And our lottery economy people borrow from fintech, Fuliza, at maybe 1,000% a year. Every year, we are going to put 50 billion shillings of money to create a third tier financial institution which empowers our small businesses which don't have collateral and our people in the lottery economy. At this top, we set up the National Hustler Fund. At the bottom, people organize themselves into circles and self-help groups and the like. Once you organize yourself, you go to your ward unit. You prepare an application for your circle and for your group. Your application goes to your bank. Your bank verifies that you are actually a bona fide circle. Then the application is forwarded to the National Fund. The money comes to your circle as capital, which will be revolving in your circle, and the circle will repay to the National Fund over a long time. But you will be able then to have money, 250 billion shillings at the end of 5 years, which the people at the bottom can borrow at the circle rate. It has gone up from 150 shillings per litre to 430 shillings per litre. Why? Because we are importing 95% of the cooking oil we produce. What if we could produce 50% of our cooking oil? We know we can bring the price of cooking oil within a year to 18 months to 250 shillings. Our farmers and industry and all the people involved in that value chain would earn 45 billion shillings, which we would have saved in terms of foreign exchange. Is the problem. So if you have low productivity, the cost per unit is very high. So the way to reconcile the interest of farmers and consumers is to raise productivity. If you increase the productivity from 10 to 20 bags, the 250 shillings can be shared between the farmer and the consumer. The farmer keeps 125 and the consumer keeps 125. Their way farmers have higher income and consumers have lower prices.
Today, Kenya is 59 years old. 59 years after independence, millions struggle to find food. Millions struggle to find water. Hundreds of thousands cannot find a health facility for their basic treatment, and thousands of children are not in school. 59 years after independence, millions of Kenyans live in shacks and makeshift structures, while 10 million Kenyans struggle to make 100 shillings, maybe 200 shillings on a good day. Others earn jail time or fines because our economic system is rigged against small people. You and I know that something radically different must be done to put ourselves out of this economic malfunction. This is what should scare you, that you are a pay slip away from poverty, that you are a job loss away from losing your home, that you are one illness away from losing all your savings. It's about them, not you. This is what we must change. I am not promising you perfection. I am promising you and your children equal opportunity, a level playing field to dream. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your children. In their eyes, I may be the son of nobody, but I promise to make Kenya the country of everybody.
Hi, my name is James Mwangi and I am a dairy farmer from Kakarara village in Kenya. Here, our main business is dairy farming. Each farmer produces about 5 liters of milk daily. We could produce up to 15 liters per day, but we have a lot of problems. First, the high cost of animal feeds and veterinary services. Second, low milk prices. Third, no consistent market for milk and milk products. So, suppose the government sets aside 100 million shillings for the village's development. What's the best way for the local administration to use it? Well, it depends on which group is in power in the village. If the trickle-down group were in charge, they would construct a 100 million shilling road through the village because they think this is development. If the bottom-up group were in charge, they would use most of the funds to boost milk production, buy milk coolers, and secure milk markets. With the remaining funds, it would build properly graded Maram roads to ease the movement of milk and people. At the end of 5 years, the village under the trickle-down administration would have a modern tarmac road. But every household would still be producing 5 liters of milk and making the same money. However, the investment by the bottom-up administration in people's everyday households would increase each household's daily milk production to 15 liters and triple its income. This will grow the economy of the village, and as a result, you'll be able to pay more taxes that will enable the government to build good tarmac roads without borrowing.